We're here with Mississippi College head coach John Bland as we get set for this evening's game against the Valdosta State Blazers. But first of all, Coach, let's go back to last Friday night against West Florida. Your team had a season-high 210 yards rushing, great rushing attack, equally distributed. Really impressed with the way the Choctaws were able to move the football against the Argonauts last Friday night.
Well, we did a great job. I think we balanced our attack a little bit, had some passing as well. It was really good. One of the things we did so well in the first half, we just controlled the ball and we kept them off balance. Our defense played great defense, and we felt like we were in control of the football game.
And you talk about how the Choctaws moved the football, converting on third downs and maintaining possession of the football. That was a real key to the Choctaws having a chance to win it in the second half. We
did. We put in a few wrinkles, different wrinkles to help us get on the perimeter, especially into the boundary. It helped us a whole lot the other day. Hopefully we'll continue to grow on that, develop our offensive schemes a little bit, and help us win some ball games down the stretch.
And that's one of those things that in your system that you like to play traditionally, a lot of different guys are going to have chances to carry the football. It's never going to be one guy getting 100+ yards.
That's right. You know what? I feel like this is one of the things that help a football team. We're facing some adversity. There's no doubt, but keeping the team morale up is difficult when you're losing, but when you touch the ball, when you get a chance to carry the ball, it helps. And so we want to spread it out as much as we can. We want to win. We want to get the ball in our best players' hands. We got a lot of guys who can do some good things for us offensively.
And you talk about defense, another good defensive ball game for your squad, the fewest points they've allowed all year, and only allowed West Florida 3 third down conversion opportunities. So they gave the team a chance to win as well.
There's no doubt. They played good enough to win, and one of those touchdowns was offensive. I know we were trying to, it was a fourth down attempt trying to tie the game up, and they got an interception, which was an error from us, but it was also an opportunity not to die with the ball. I know what Ty Jobe was trying to do. So end up getting a touchdown out of that, which hurt us, and our defense doesn't get credit for that. They just, but it goes on the board as points.
Well, you talk about some guys who had good games defensively. Reggie Bennett had a good night. Mark Toussaint had a good night. I don't know what number he's going to wear this week. Whatever he wore last week, let's stick with that one because he had a great game.
Those numbers are so important to those guys. I said, you know what, you got to make a number for yourself, and he did. He did a good job. Reggie, though, man, he is back and has been playing through some injury, some his soreness in his leg, and what a tough kid, a competitor, and so was glad to see him do well.
Well, you talk about another guy who's battled injuries defensively, and that's Carl Rainey Jr., who was out of the season last year with an injury, but worked real hard during the summer to get back into playing shape, and he has really been a big contributor on this team defensively.
He's a Choctaw through and through. He is one of the guys that has been through here this whole process, and fought through injury, also throws the shot for our track team and does well in there and competed at the highest level. Got points for us in the conference meet as well, but also just a leader in the weight room, a leader on defense, and has really done a great job for us here, and we're appreciative of him. I was glad to see him have a good game as well.
And I know you're counting on some of these young men like Carl and some of these others who've been around a while, and they know how tough this transition has been to make sure that morale does stay up in the locker room and on the field. That's
difficult. As coaches it's difficult, but the players, the senior leaders is the most difficult. They're right there in that locker room and on campus, and of course everybody wants to win. The coaches do as well, and so it's difficult, and we're close. We're close, and I know people are tired of hearing that we're close, but we're capable of doing it. In 14, when we started this process, we were getting pushed around, and right now we're not. We're making mistakes, and I think those are things we can fix. We need to do that, and we'll get some victories.
Well, you talk about close. Last year's game against Valdosta State, the 1-point loss here at home. They scored with about 4 minutes to play in that ball game, but boy, that was one that I think you can look back and say, hey, we can play with these guys because we did it last season.
No doubt. You know what? Last year they were a playoff team as well. They were really good, and we were obviously still continuing to grow, and so we know that. I don't think they're as good as they were last year. They're not showing at least that record that they've had. They may turn it on this week, but we can match up with them. There's no doubt about it. We'll have to continue to grow and continue to get better, and hopefully we'll see that today.
Well, we've got last week Valdosta gave up 550 yards to a pretty good West Georgia team. So this is a team that is going to give the Choctaws an opening to run the football this week.
There he is. They've got some talented players now. They've got some talent. They were facing a team in West Georgia who is got a lot of Division I talent, and they're putting it together pretty good. West Georgia is right now. So I don't know exactly how to compare when you start looking at who they've played and who they lost to and who they've given up yards to. I know that they're a little bit inconsistent, just like us. So hopefully they'll have an inconsistent day, and we'll bring our troops together and play our best football of the year.
All right, Coach, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.